Hi, my name is Eric Willison. I'm an Ohio attorney. I've been practicing law since 1996, and I'm going to talk to you today about the 4 ways to terminate a marriage in the state of Ohio. 2 are less commonly used, and the last 2 are more commonly used. Let's look at the least commonly used ways of terminating a marriage in the state of Ohio. The first would be an annulment. An annulment is where you go to the court and you argue that your marriage was never really a marriage from the start. There was something wrong with it. Perhaps there was an impediment to the marriage, such as the person that you thought you were marrying was still married to somebody else. You can't be married to 2 different people. So if you were to find out that your wife, for instance, had a husband to whom she's still married, then you would not be looking for a divorce in your particular situation. You would be looking for an annulment. Sometimes people try to get an annulment for religious reasons as well. The second way of terminating a marriage is slightly more commonly used. It's called a separation agreement. In a separation agreement, you're actually still married when the separation agreement is finished. However, you've divided up all of your assets, you've divided up all of your liabilities, you've set custody for the children, and everything looks, feels, and seems like a divorce, but you are still, in the eyes of the law, legally married. The reason somebody would get this, again, would be perhaps for religious reasons. Perhaps their religion does not allow divorces. Or secondly, maybe one party is very, very ill and needs the insurance benefits of the other party, but were there to be a divorce or a dissolution, an actual termination of the marriage, then those insurance benefits might go away. So there might be a reason to continue on with the marriage in name only, but yet divide up all the assets, liabilities, and make arrangements for the children as well through what's called a separation agreement. Now, the more commonly used ways of terminating a marriage are through a dissolution and a divorce. A dissolution is where both parties come to the court. They are splitting up, they do want to terminate the marriage, but they've agreed on everything. They've agreed upon what the assets of the marriage are. They've agreed upon what the debts of the marriage are. They've agreed upon issues like visitation with the children and who will take custody and so on and so forth. And they just want to have an amicable split up, and they go to the court with a proposed entry saying, this is what we want to do to end our marriage. The court will review all of those documents, and if the court finds that they're fair and equitable, the court will go through a procedure where the marriage will be terminated through the dissolution. Lastly, we come to a divorce. A divorce is where the parties can't agree. It may be a dissolution gone bad. A dissolution can shift into a divorce if things don't work out, if the parties suddenly realize they can't agree. Or if the parties can't agree at all from the very beginning, then they're going to need the court to do that. And so what they would do is they would go and put on their case. The husband would put on his case, the wife would put on her case, and about what the assets are, about what the liabilities are, about who should pay for what, about what child support should be, about who should get custody of the children and who should have visitation and how much visitation they should allow, and so on and so forth. So these are the 4 ways of getting a divorce in the state of Ohio. I'll go into a lot more in other videos, but thank you for listening. If you need any help with a divorce in Ohio, you can reach me at 614-580-4316, and I'll be happy to set up a consultation with you.